Full disclosure, I was provided a key for this game, however thoughts and opinions are my own. So you may have seen it last week I made a video about the state of the Oculus Quest. What has happened to the Oculus Quest? And there were some key points I made in that, and I've hit a point this week where it gets a little more frustrating because I was provided a key for Touring Karts VR and was able to play it. And let me tell you, it is the #1 disappointment I've ever played that it is not on the Oculus Quest. And I want to go into the story behind that, as well as a little bit of thoughts on the game itself, so you know if you should be paying attention to this game, because I do want to say, go support this game, get it on the Steam store, get it on the Oculus Store when it launches. That way it may show proof of concept, that way they pick it up for the Oculus Quest. But let's jump right into what Touring Karts VR is. I'm Eric for President. Please hit a like to support this video, and please subscribe to the channel to never miss an upload. So here's the 411 basically, and all you need to know about Touring Karts VR. This game honestly is going to sell itself. Touring Karts is basically your Mario Party for VR. The single player campaign alone is just a stupid amount of content. It has a story-based mode with over 500 challenges that I've counted so far, and according to my source, that's well over 120 hours worth of content. These challenges can be done in either solo or online play, so you don't have to pick and choose which mode you want to do for your challenges. The power-ups are craftable, and there are 45 of these really unique and fun power-ups that the game has. It does feature 22 unique tracks and 30 customizable cars. In reality though, this amount of content alone would make it one of the most full and content-packed games on the Oculus Quest. But that's not happening yet, and here's the kicker. 8-player online, never waiting for a queue online multiplayer. Basically, online multiplayer will be 8 people. You'll be set against bots as your rivals start queuing into the match. That way you never have to wait. And this translates very well into my last video that I brought up on the Oculus Quest. What does it need? What is it lacking, in my opinion? It's lacking multiplayer. It is lacking multiplayer that you can jump in and jump out. I don't need multiplayer that I have to spend time just grinding and working through. Just something with the Quest that works perfectly with its tetherless platform that I can jump in, jump out, and have a good time. And Touring Karts VR, it was a lot of fun. Now, online play is not on the beta key that I received, however, it's going to be available at the launch. But from the single player I played, I'll tell you straight up, you're going to want a wheel accessory or something that's going to make it a lot easier. I use just controllers, so sitting down with my index and Vive wands, because my index controllers are still not here. That's a video for another day. It was not the easiest control scheme that way, but it was still playable, it was still fun. The game perspective, there's 3 different modes you can play on, either your first person normal racing like Mario Kart if you were in the kart, one that you're kind of behind the character, and one where you're looking through a screen, each one different comfort settings to make it easier for you to listen to, play, things like that. But in reality, it was so simple. It was so fun. I drove under an AT-AT's legs from Star Wars. I dodged Donkey Kong throwing barrels just like in Ready Player One while I was racing. It's a fun little game that I don't need to use much brain power for, which is perfect for the Quest. I like to put it on wherever I am, relax, and play a couple games. And it's lacking in multiplayer. I keep saying this every time. It is lacking in multiplayer. The Oculus Quest is lacking. And I remember back in the Quest Countdown, I'm always going to use quotes for the Quest Countdown, but I remember it back in the day in one of the first blogs. I'm going to try to find it for this video. This is thought about this well before I made it. I remember seeing Touring Karts VR in an Oculus Countdown blog. So it was on the blog, yet it never came to the Quest. In fact, it was denied. I did ask the developer, and I hope this is okay to talk about with him, but he did say it was not denied for any specific reason, and he is hoping that proof of sales and proof of concept on other platforms like Oculus Rift and Steam can, make this go to the Quest eventually. But it is just another decision I don't understand. This game, it was pure quality. If it can't run on the Quest, that's one thing, but let them know. Let the developer know that it can't run a Quest. I don't understand why that's so hard to let them know specifically why is this game not getting approved. Because guess what? Again, guys, since that last video I made last week about what are you doing with your Oculus Quest, this guy right here hasn't moved. It's because I want something that I'm going to play online. And I keep going back to Pavlov on this occasionally, but I'm going to play Pavlov on PC VR first until this gets released on the store. Once it gets released on the store, I'll most likely be on that. What is going on? I don't understand. I would like to try to peek into the mind of everyone over at Oculus and just try to figure out, you have an amazing headset. You have a walled garden approach, and I've said this on videos before, I am not against a walled garden approach. I never have been. I understand you need to curate your business, your platform, your product the way you want. But you are clearly lacking in some areas on the Quest. You are lacking in easy to play multiplayer games. You have one that, as far as I'm concerned, playing so far, is better quality than a lot of games I have played on the Quest. Now granted, I played on PC VR, I understand there may be sacrifices that need to be made for the Quest version. But even if there are graphic, setbacks, if there's a little bit of gameplay differences, there is so much content, so much ease of use, and so much fun to be had on Touring Karts VR. Touring Karts VR is slated to be released on September 12th at $19.99. It seems like a no-brainer, and I'd like to know why it was denied. I think that's fair. I'd like to hear your thoughts on this one though. Does this game interest you? Are you excited to maybe try it? What did you take from this video about it, and why? Why do you think it was denied from the Oculus Quest Store? Because I just honestly have no idea. I'm Eric for President. I'm sorry about the rant today, but I had a blast playing this game, and it really, really annoyed me that it's not on the Quest or not approved for the Quest. Make sure to leave a like to support this video, subscribe, and hit that bell icon to never miss an upload. I'm Eric for President, and I'll see you in the next one. VR Space Cowboys.